Like, really, do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to create wealth? Because, like, billionaires usually say this, it's all about you creating wealth now. You're answering the question that you want to be wealthy, you truly want to be wealthy, you desire wealth. Then the next thing for you to think is financial knowledge. You can't give what you don't have. For most of us, we start thinking about getting capital to get money. But what you don't know is that there are a million ways to get money without money. There are three basic things when it comes to wealth creation. You make, you manage, you multiply. So let me ask you again, which stage are you now? Have you made any money at all in your life? Are you making money? Do you have savings? Do you have any money in your name? What is the amount? What do you have in your bank account? What assets do you have that is worth money, that can be exchanged for real money, that has value? I'm asking you these questions because it's actually one of the starting points. Is it that whatsoever you have in your life, you consume them? You just eat everything? Hello, today is another beautiful day. We're going to be looking at how you can hack into the wealth system by taking the wealth creation journey. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Kabir, and we do this every day. We're going to continuously do it for 1,000 days, right? So today, interestingly, we're going to be looking at this topic: how do you hack into the system of wealth by embarking on the wealth creation journey? The last time we had some topics about hacks, I think we talked about asking relevant questions, quality questions about wealth creation, so that you get quality answers. And today I want to pose this question to you before we get started. Have you actually decided that you want to be wealthy? Have you thought within yourself that, look, I want to make money, I want to be rich? Have you made that decision? Have you asked this question? Have you asked your subconscious mind, or I will say your mind? Have you sat down to have a serious meeting with yourself, like I've always done, and you've confirmed with yourself that I want to be wealthy? And it's not just mere saying, like, really, do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to create wealth? Because, like, billionaires usually say this, it's all about you creating wealth now. You know, you can build, you can create something, you can create actually. So, but unfortunately, a lot of people are not having much. So, are you interested? Do you want to create wealth for yourself? Are you interested in taking that journey? If you can answer this question correctly, then I think we can begin with this video. Otherwise, you might not need to continue watching. But if you've taken that decision that, yes, I want to be wealthy, I want to go through the journey, then this video is for you, and let's continue. Before I continue, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow our handles, AAKB, right? And let's see how today goes. Actually, today's presentation was inspired by one of the books I read, The School of Money, and I'm still reading. That's really a powerful school by Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. You might want to get that book for yourself. I think it's one of the most powerful financial books I've read, and I'm still reading. I'm not even done, but what I'm getting from that book, man, is rich, and you might want to get that book. Today I was just thinking as I was going through some pages, and I thought it's wise for me to share some few knowledge I gained from the book. By the way, before I continue, you should understand that after answering the question that you want to be wealthy, you truly want to be wealthy, you desire wealth, then the next thing for you to think is financial knowledge. Do you understand? You can't give what you don't have. For most of us, we start thinking about getting capital to get money. But what you don't know is that there are a million ways to get money without money. Do you understand? I believe actually in financial knowledge, like Dr. Olumide Emmanuel always emphasizes, you always will want to make, manage, and multiply. There are three basic things when it comes to wealth creation. You make, you manage, you multiply. So let me ask you again, which stage are you now? Have you made any money at all in your life? Are you making money? Do you have savings? Do you have any money in your name? What is the amount? What do you have in your bank account? What assets do you have? that is worth money, that can be exchanged for real money, that has value? I'm asking you these questions because it's actually one of the starting points. Is it that whatsoever you have in your life, you consume them? You just eat everything? Let me remind you that the money you are making right now, or you are not even making, that you are supposed to be making, program your mind that some of them are for the past, some of them might be for the present, and some of them are for the future. For the past, meaning that you must have owed some people, you must have debt. We're going to deliberate a lot about so many things around this journey. Actually, talking about the journey of wealth creation is a very, very wide topic, which I'm not promising you that within these 30 minutes we're going to deliver, but like I always do in my sessions, it's just to give you the hint, the idea. And once you get the hint right, then you can do a lot. I know that some of you have been following me since I started this session. Today is day 39 of our live video session, and perhaps you've been picking some ideas from me, but are you really implementing them? You've been hearing a lot from me. Have you tried to implement a single one? Anyway, if you are watching me for the first time, or you have probably watched some of my previous videos, don't worry. Today I'm going to teach you a lot of things to get started with, right? Mostly the videos I've done so far are actually for the starters, but within it, like I said, the purpose is to make, manage, and multiply. At this stage of my life, I think I'm still making. But by the way, even when you are still making, you can still be multiplying. You can still be managing. Of course, you must manage at all levels. But now let's get started properly with the topic. Now, if you have answered the question correctly, you want to make wealth, and you are interested in taking the journey, then let's get started today, right now. There are certain things I would like you to understand before we get started. You must be conscious about learning financial knowledge. Wherever this knowledge is, you must look for it. And one of the easiest places you can find this knowledge, especially these days, is on the internet. And much easier is on the books. They are on the books, the ideas. But especially Africans don't read. They say if you want to hide an information from an African, put it in writing. They will not read. And unfortunately, do you know that most of them struggle to get through school, and they read the things that were not actually meant to make them wealthy. They struggle to read, but only for them to get out of school. And now that they are supposed to be intentional about your personal development, not there, let me be talking to you now. Now that you are supposed to be more interested in your personal development in terms of wealth creation, you are now no longer interested. And what you are probably interested in is helping others to build their wealth by working in their firm, organization. That's a topic for another day. If you are interested in this journey, you need to understand that there are places where money exists, right? Perhaps you know a few of them, but you must, like I said, financial knowledge will teach you where do money actually exist, and where are the wealthy people coming from? Where do they come from? Did they come from heaven? Are they like angels? People like Elon Musk, people like Dangote of our country, people like Mark Zuckerberg, people like Jeff Bezos, people like Jack Ma, Alibaba, people like Bill Gates, and all of these people, Henry Ford, Steve Jobs. Even some of them are late anyway, but the question is, these people, did they come from heaven, or they were actually normal human beings like us? The problem probably with you is that you keep looking at the rich as if they are alien, like they just fall from somewhere. It will shock you to know today that whatsoever those people that are wealthy have in their life today, you can have it. And whatsoever they have that guarantee them that they were able to build on to give them that wealth, you also have it in you, starting with from your brain. Do you know that recently I began to understand some certain principles as I learn? And it's true that the more you learn, the more you earn. Don't forget, I emphasize the fact that for you to go through this journey, you must understand the power of financial knowledge. If you don't understand money, simple things like income and salary, simple things like investments, simple things like debts, leverages, and how debt could probably become a bondage for you, simple things like investments, simple things like that. Do you understand them at all? Financial statements, income, all those things. Do you understand what it means? Or should I explain? There's no time to explain such things, but like I said earlier before I started this session, these are some of the things you must understand intentionally. And it's not taught in school. Let me not forget to tell you this. See, if you ever want to be wealthy, don't you ever think that you will get wealthy by going to school. If I don't discourage people from going to school, but what I discourage you from doing is traveling all through the way of schooling, probably from 2 years to 5-8 years of your life, not knowing how money works. Do you understand? That's the most highest damage you can do to yourself, and which the larger population of the world today, that's the mistake we are doing, especially in Africa, especially in my country, Nigeria. It's just like walking blindly. Even when you have eyes, you can't see. So you are prone to danger. Anything can happen to you. You are not seeing. You are walking on the highway. Do you understand? That's what you are doing. Some people will argue that it is not all about money. It is not all about wealth. And I will tell you again today that that's the reason why you are struggling. That's the reason why you are not able to meet up. You are working for some other people. They are giving you paycheck. Do you understand? You are helping their dreams. You are probably even the accountant of that organization, helping them manage their wealth, their money. But you don't have to yourself. They determine the little amount that comes to you. There are places, like I said, where money exists. One of the ways is what I'm already talking about, what we call corporate executive, like Dr. Lumide Emmanuel calls it. This place, there is wealth there, but only few percentage, like maybe just 1 or 2 out of 100. Like those people that dedicate their entire life to working for either perhaps government or an organization, where they are from paycheck to paycheck, rat race we call it. They get some money, they spend. They get some money, they spend. This is how they continue their life until when they become an expert in that business or in that company, where they can now be a top manager, and where they take a lion's share of the company. Like even in terms of salary, they can have a house in their name, a car in their name, so many things. But don't forget the fact that they can get relief of their job no matter their position. And these are some people, you people call it job security. You are not actually secured. This is deep, but there is money there. But I will not advise you to go through that level to get money, right? It's one of the most stressful and uncertain ways of making wealth. The probability that, like I said earlier, 2 or 3% of people out of every 100 get wealthy through working their way to what we call the corporate executives is close to nothing. Do you understand? So just like, for example, while I was in the lecturing world, I was teaching as a lecturer. So the only person that I always see that inspired me in the whole of the university system was the VC. Like each time I see the VC come around, the way, how everything is being done around him, like that's me. Like if I should stay there, that's me. Now I began to look at the process that will take me to becoming a VC. Wow, it's like invisible. And there is small politics around it too. So I had to pack my things and leave. Don't forget, I'm still telling you the places where money exists and telling you some of the implications if you really want to travel through the journey. After telling you some of the places money exists, I'm going to analyze 3 things you should pay attention to. We also have money exists in business, right? Let me tell you something. If you have gone through school, do you know what we call the industrial age, where they train people? Thank God for the colonial people. What they did for us was good. They came, they introduced the industrialist age, or I would say the industrial age, where people go to school just to get a job. And then it was working, especially as at the earlier stage where the colonial masters themselves were able to employ some of the people and give them a good life, which happens even today. But do you know, like Dr. Olumide Emmanuel call it, like you are handcuffed with a golden handcuffs. Do you understand? It's like you are arrested but with a golden handcuffs. You feel powerful but you are nothing. Because what will make you understand that you are nothing, if at all you are even living fine, which I'm sure most of the people that serve others never live fine. But if you are living fine, by the end of your, is it 35, 60, 65, whatsoever level of, the duration you take serving others, you will understand perfectly when you retire. And you can ask some of the people that have retired already, you see their lifestyles. If that's what you want, then you might want to go for that. But if you are interested in building wealth, one of the easiest way you can go about it is starting a business. And before I will move on to starting a business, also understand that it's not bad to work for others. I've worked in so many places. I've just mentioned one. But what is bad for you is to build your entire life working for others. That's not your purpose in life. Do you understand the difference now? And if you make it your purpose in life, then you are going to pay for it. Like I always tell people, the decisions you are making today is either going to pay you or you will pay for those decisions. There's no two way about it. It's just one. You understand? You have to pick one. So, and do you know that what I found out recently? I actually found out recently that it is much tougher being a servant to others than serving yourself. I don't know how I should put it so that you understand. Life is much tougher for you when people have to decide how you live your life because you work for them, than actually having the freedom to work for yourself. However you want to look at it, it is when you go through it. I've gone through the 2, I'm going through the second phase now, and I understand better. So, but people, because of their lack of financial intelligence, financial knowledge, they will stay back and always will want to serve others, feeling that their job security, what do you call it? The day you will know that you are not secured, even right now as I'm talking to you, I know that you are not secured. It's a lie that they have told you and you believe it, you took it and you are working with it. Do you understand? Please, if you are enjoying this session, help me to like, help me to comment, subscribe. I don't know why some of you keep watching my video without saying anything to me. You are watching me live. Even if you come later, comment, say something. At least I want to start having an interactive session. So in order for this class not to be too long, I like to tell you that there is huge money in business, and the amount of money you can build in business actually can extend your generation, like generations unborn, if only you know how, like seriously. But it takes the decision to be able to get started. Like I started by asking you a question: are you really interested in building wealth, or you just want to work for people? It's all about decision. Even when you are working for others right now, you can have the mindset of, look, I'm doing this job as a step to where I'm going, not just to take the money. That's why sometimes when I see staff wasting their time doing some unnecessary things, I just keep wondering, why are you wasting your precious time, your lifetime?